Some of you get too thirsty and too excited to join somebody else's bandwagon, and it's because you don't believe in yourself. And you want me to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. I believed in myself. That's why we never called Les Brown. He believed in himself. That's why we never had to hit up Tony Robbins. We believed in ourselves enough to believe that our own success would be created, and we didn't have to hit anybody else up and ride their coattail to the top. If you just want to jump on the top level with us right now without putting in the work, it's because you don't believe in your success or that you're capable of the success, and you're hoping that I do. And I never will if you don't.
Today's show is brought to you by Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, solves the problem of juicing greens on the go. We all know that we need to get those fruits and greens and vegetables and all that in our diets, guys, and here's a quick and easy way to get it. You just add water, drink, and let your body soak up the benefits. Visit Organifi.com to learn more about an exciting offer for you, our podcast listeners. That's Organifi, Organifi.com. Today's show is brought to you by HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can cook, eat, and enjoy. They offer a wide variety of chef-curated recipes that change every week. Sign up today. Get $80 off your first month by going to HelloFresh.com/success80 and use the promo code success80, and that's success and the number 8080.
Podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
Oh, what it do? What's up, y'all? What's happening?
Good to have you back. You got a sabbatical last week. I hope you used your time effectively. And,
I did.
Yeah, while we chopped it up with the Nigerian sensation.
The Nigerian sensation. The Nigerian sensation.
So before we came on the podcast, we were just talking about how is Radio Shack still a thing? Because Radio Shack, all I'm saying is back in the day, you used to be able to run into Radio Shack, and I don't care what kind of device you had, they had a charger for it. Okay?
Or a transmitter.
And I don't know what happened. Best Buy don't be on their grind like that with the charger ports. You know what I'm saying? You can take anything. A portable DVD player from the very first one ever made, Radio Shack got your back. So are they still open? I'm about to Google it right now.
Yeah, Google and see if they still open. See what you find.
I'm thinking it may have been a wrap because I ain't seen one, but I promise you, I used to be in Radio Shack on the red. Radio Shack still open?
Yes.
Let's see. We might have
the last Radio Shack I went to, I don't know if you remember, you snapped on this dude. Do you remember that? This was about 10 years ago.
Oh,
CJ snapped or I snapped?
No, you did, E.
Oh, no question. Now, pre-baptism, see? He trying to bring up the old stuff, see? He trying to bring up old stuff,
I went to a Radio Shack. I'm talking about years ago.
Yeah.
See, this lady, an older lady was there looking for a charger for her phone, funny enough. And dude was just kind of ignoring the lady, and he just kind of like left her on the side and kind of walked up like, hey, can I help you out? And he was like, no, bro, like she was here first. And dude was kind of like, just kind of side looking, and he snapped on my man. I'm like, oh.
Bro, see, that was pre-baptism, pre-assessment. R.I.P. Chris. This was before Chris showed me I had aggression.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, I'm looking here, and it said Radio Shack. This is probably why they closed, because he went off on them and just blew their whole vibe in there. But it says Radio Shack filed for bankruptcy in 2015. And then it say, hold on now, it say in April 2018, the brand returned to the South American country of Bolivia. So anybody in Bolivia,
Hook
if you
me
see
up.
a charger,
Hook me up.
you know what I'm saying? If you're in Bolivia and you see a charger, Carl, what's my recorder called?
A Zoom,
the Zoom.
H4n, I think.
Oh, you got the H6? Which one you got? I got the H6. Hand recorder.
I think she got the 4.
Oh, see, now that's why I don't have a cord. See, okay, so here's the problem, y'all. Let me explain. This is some real in-depth, behind-the-scenes knowledge of the podcast as you get it. So apparently, E and Carl both have chargers to their recorder. So now here's why you say, CJ, why is that a big deal? Well, you get 2 batteries per episode. You need a whole set of new batteries to do the recorder. So every episode, I got to spend about $5-6 on some batteries while these two jokers got theirs plugged up. So now here's the problem. I can't find the cord that goes to it. And I said, if Radio Shack was still alive, I would have had this cord a long time ago. But unfortunately, 2015, the year before we started the podcast, Radio Shack closed its doors because Eden went off on their employees and had them thinking they was terrible. All right. So anyway, if anybody in Bolivia can send me a charger for the Zoom H4, and it sounds like I got the older model. That's really what the problem is. But anyway, I need a charger for the Zoom H4. All right. With that being said, let's get to business. What's going on, man? Carl, catch us up because we didn't get to see you last week. What did you do with your time off, and how did you spend that open window of time?
So it just happened to fall on the same week that my niece graduated from LCC. My wife had her birthday and led right into Mother's Day. So I'm talking about we was just on celebration. I'm talking about it couldn't come at a better time. We was on some celebration time last week, man. I'm talking about a blast. Like that holiday kind of feeling this weekend was for us, man. Just Thanksgiving, just having fun, man. Tamisha, I promise you, it's working. All the stuff y'all been pouring into me is
it's
working.
It's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? It's a podcast.
Hey, don't tell me Carl's over there getting his romance on.
A romance.
No, I'm just saying,
I just
saw her light up this week in a way that she hadn't in a while. And again, she's just been working so much, so she's off work now. And
I'm talking about lit up. Didi called me like Tamisha is lit up like a Christmas tree. I said, praise God. Praise God. He be coming around the mountain when he comes.
I'm telling you, we just spent the day, I'm talking about the day, the whole week, just focused on her, man, and just whatever she needed. I'm talking about, it was one of them weeks where if she thought about it, it was done. And I'm just like, this one even on.
Careful now, that's a dangerous precedent, Carl. I like what you had going before, where it was just like, if I looked out, you felt like it was a blessing. Now you start to expect. That's a whole other set of rules, bro.
But yeah, man, we just for real, just
you been painted yourself into a corner. Yeah. All right. Well, keep us posted on how that goes. Yeah, Mother's Day was cool, man. I got. I should have done this as a fair file. Is it fair? Yeah, this is a good fair file. I actually didn't even think about this, but so shout out to my good brother William, who takes care of me over at State Farm Arena, formerly Phillips. It's my dude, man. This is a good brother, man. He look out for me. And anyway, Candace had hit me a while ago, said she wanted to go see Michelle Obama. You know, she on the book tour doing her thing. I'm like, bet. So I'm like, I hit William, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I got, the look. And, my wife, for Mother's Day or birthday, I was like, bet, I got you. They went to Hillsong last week. Then they went to Michelle Obama. And I was like feeling pretty good, like, birthday, Hillsong, Michelle Obama, the whole nine. And so I had said something about like, yeah, I was on the phone, feeling myself. I told one of my homies, I said, yeah, I just got her tickets to Michelle and Hillsong, looking out. And she was like, can you say that you got him for me when you called your boy and he hooked you up with him? Is that the same? And I was like, whoa. So I was like, wait a minute. So I said, is my love tied directly to the monetary value? I'm confused. Like, this is my dog. I had to use my relationships to get him. So is it fair or foul that she called me out for not actually having to purchase the tickets per se, but getting them on the lookout, you know what I'm saying, from my homie, you know what I mean?
Hey, we got to go back, though, because the problem is this could be a trend. Was it her birthday the last time where somebody gave you, I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Yep, they had made that little hookup.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a trend that's beginning to kind of surface now. So she kind of like, okay, I see where this is going. So it might be a little foul on this one, see.
I need to be in the room to hear. It's the nature of the gorilla. It's not necessarily taking your credit from you. They just taking theirs. You feel me? So you taking it as they not giving all the credit, and that's not really what they doing. They just taking the portion that belongs to them. And so you thinking, you feel what I'm saying? Like you thinking that they trying to rob you of yours, but they not trying to rob you of yours. It just let it be known, I did do something to get you in that joint. Now, I didn't mention what my man did because that's not relevant to what we're talking about right now.
Neither here nor there.
Right? You know what I'm saying? That's not relevant to what we talk about. What we talk about is what I did for my wife. So I can kind of, here's a challenge. Candace is, a high flamingo. High. So
Yep.
she want to hear everybody. She feels like it's something wrong with when you didn't give everybody their credit. You know what I'm saying? So C just being himself. It wasn't that he was trying to rob my man of his credit.
No, not at all. I wasn't,
Yeah.
First of all, she was ear hustling. I wasn't even talking to her. You know what I'm saying? She ear hustled like, okay, you keep on talking about you done got me some tickets, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, well, whatever. Hey,
And technically you did. Like
Well,
had
that's
you
what I
not
like
made
to
the call, had you not made the call, but what she wanted was, because of the nature of who she is, she wanted everybody to be listed that was responsible for. Yeah, that's all. So Carl, I'm saying depending on which lens you're looking at it from,
Gotcha.
it's fair, but if it's foul, if you feel like, C did not, we did the, you know how you do the project and everybody get the grade? It just, C was the one that got up. C was the one that got up and presented it before the class.
That's it.
So he like,
That's it.
I got an
but
A.
that's a major part of it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I got
saying?
an A.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow,
That's all.
unbelievable,
He
bro.
just didn't say that Charlie helped write the paper and then the other dude did all the editing. It is what it is. Yeah.
Which, like I said, it's tough when it's like, for real, women got like at least 40 days throughout the year where something, Valentine's, Sweetest Day, birthday, Mother's Day. Father's Day is for like 20 minutes, like breakfast, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Mother's Day last like a whole 2 weeks. I'm like, bruh, Father's Day is like, Dad, we got you a car. Here goes some eggs, and can you take us here and do this? I'm like, yo, what? Yeah, so anyway, shout out to all the fathers out there who feel a little underappreciated and a little undervalued. We stand with you.
Hey, see, so Lewis Howell in England, like our boy who came to the Jamaica, Phenomenal Life Jamaica.
Yeah.
He said he sent in a fair file. I was like, yo, bro, I'll tell C and Carl, but I have no way of knowing. Like, it's not like it might not have rose to the top like cream. So I don't really know where your fair file is. But he sent the fair file.
No. I actually sent it to you, C, I think yesterday. So C don't check his email like that.
Yeah,
I sent it to you
I don't
yesterday.
check email. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
So that's not
I
gonna
don't
work.
check email. You know what I'm saying? One of my many flaws is I'm not an emailer. You know what I'm saying? Text it to me if you want me to see it. Well, go ahead and read it, Carl. We got nothing but time.
I'm
dog.
looking. Hold on.
See, now if this was a
Louis
morning
from
podcast, I'd be
London.
like, save it. But since we're in the afternoon now, you know what I mean?
All right, so I got it. Here we go. So he said, so I'm from London, as you guys know, and I came to the 1% Club in Chicago. The day after the conference was Jamaica Carnival. So I thought it'd be a great idea to go straight to Jamaica from Chicago to enjoy Carnival. My girlfriend of 3 years is also really into the Carnival scene, and she didn't work if she didn't work in a school, she would have loved to come on a trip with me and my sister. So he said, now I knew I'd arrive back in London on the day of me and my girlfriend's 3-year anniversary. So before I booked anything Chicago or Jamaica related, I made sure we had a trip to Spain booked for the weekend following my return. I thought this was a respectable way to approach things, that she would, she'd slowly get over the fact that I was going to Jamaica Carnival without her. But is it fair or foul that whilst in Jamaica, she sends me a random text saying this? Babe, I'm going to Jamaica in August for the Dream Weekend. I just booked my flights and hotel. Please bear in mind, he said, that Carnival is Carnival is one day and it has historical and cultural depth, while this festival in the grill is 1 week long. He says, let's just say it like this, it ain't Disney. Let me hear your thoughts. Is it fair or foul?
Well, I don't want my girl going to no dream week, nothing. You better dream about me and stay home. You know what I'm saying? Weekend, no, sister. We not having, no. I say, okay, so this is what happened. So basically it sounds like he was going to Jamaica. She couldn't go because of her job. She got maybe a little peeved that he was going. So she was like, look, I'm gonna book my trip too. But she booked hers for the dream
solo
weekend.
For the solo. On the solo.
For the dream.
By myself, dreams. Marriage? No, dreams.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
go
going
ahead,
foul,
because
though.
I don't want
I'm
to
going
sound,
foul.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm going foul. Just in case she listening. Foul.
But are they married or are they dating?
Dating, 3 years. Dating
Oh,
for
yeah.
3 years.
Oh.
He did not put a ring on it.
Oh, yeah. Throw a flag on the play. I said, review. I got to review that. I'm sorry.
Go to the booth, E. Go to the booth.
I got to go to the booth. I just went to the booth. I saw the review. We got to overturn the play. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Bro, you shouldn't have opened Pandora's box. He shouldn't have opened Pandora's box. If you ain't married and you're not protected by the laws that govern us, it's fair play, bruh. You shouldn't have opened that door and went one day. Let me tell you something. Let me say this, Didi. I'm not gonna put Tamisha and Candace in this because Didi full gorilla. But I promise you, my wife has she said it on the prayer call, a spirit of revenge. So if you open that doggone box, bruh, she going there. So just because I know my wife, you don't want to play that. Like you don't want to, like Didi ain't gonna do nothing, but if you do something, she ain't gonna do it the way you
gonna
did
get you back.
Oh, she gonna get you back. She gonna 10 times.
The Old Testament.
I'm talking about the Old Testament. No grace. You feel me? So I would just say, but being married, I'm under some different little laws. So no, that's foul, bro. If you dating, you haven't put a ring on it. Yeah, no.
Hey, but let me tell you what else is foul. I got to bust you out for trying to. He talking about the fact that you try to say it was cultural for your culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I saw the Carnival myself.
It is cultural. It is cultural, but
it is cultural.
It is cultural.
But it's something else too.
Yeah.
You try to act like you was about to go into just a little church service.
Yeah, like Bible study.
Brother man. So hey, so you foul, Lewis. You our guy. Got mad love for you.
You know we love you, but do me a favor. Beg and plead for her sympathy so that you can get on that dream trip with her.
Dream.
Dream.
Ooh, let's see. All right. We got a new segment on the show that I'd like to introduce. E and I talked about it. I don't know where he's going with this, but I think there's a couple different ones. But we're just gonna call it ET's Pet Peeves. All right, ET's Pet Peeves, a new segment I'd like to introduce on the S2S podcast, brought to you by Organifi, of course. So ET, you got a pet peeve for us this week, and every once in a while, not every week, but whenever E's got a pet peeve, that's something that irked him, instead of the gazelle of the week, we're just gonna call him ET's Pet Peeve. So take it away, E.
No, listen to me. Now I have to be honest. we will have to do categories, but at the top of my pet peeve has to be racism. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be
a little deeper than a pet peeve, though. That's like a whole institution.
Let's say racial profiling then. Can we say racial profiling? Is that a good one?
Same thing, but go with it for the sake of your first segment. It's off to a rocky start, but
all right. So I got two, right? So I'm on a plane, and this is a rule, guys, that CJ and I came up with, and we're going to have to teach on this, see if we as on some podcasts. So I won't go into the details, but when C and I used to take the long flights to like Australia, we made up in our mind that because it's such a long trip, that we wouldn't waste the time with entertainment, that we would either come up with or exhaust and execute on an idea that we generally don't have 14 hours straight, 17 hours on a flight together, right?
Yep.
So in respect for that culture that we created, between the two of us, I was like, I'm going to London, so I got to do the same thing. So I decided to finish. Guys, we've been talking about this assessment, and I felt like one of the things that I've learned this year is like you got to automate everything. For real, if you're going to be wealthy, it has to be automated. Like if you have to physically be there and you got to do it, I don't care if you hire 30 people to do it with you. It just got to be automated. So I was like, you know what? I need to turn the first part of this philosophy into a book, right? So, and it's animated, guys. For those of you read Who Moved My Cheese, your iceberg is melting. Like it's in that format. And so on my way back, I was like, okay, E, you got to finish it. It's called You're Not the Boss of Me. That's the name of the book. You're not the boss of me.
Is it right? You not the boss or you?
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Like you are not. Like you are
all
not.
the way real.
Yeah, you're not. Like
I like you not the boss of me. I like that. It got a little bit more oomph.
Okay. All right. So and quiet as kept, Carl. I got it from Crystal and Calvin's daughter.
Kaya, yeah.
Kaya,
no doubt.
yep. Because Kaya used to be in church and all the grown people would be trying to tell her what to do. And she'd be like, and she said it the way you said it, see, you
Yeah,
not
you
the
ain't
boss of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her thing. You not the boss of me. And so in the book, I talk about how.
Well, you not.
Right, and you're not, but people think they are. So it's like, so the whole concept is like literally how to gain control of your destiny, and take it out of the hands of the people whose hands it's in. So no matter, whose hand it's in right now, right? So that's the whole concept. So I got a little pad that I took with me. And the reason why I took a little small pad is because the way I'm writing it, it should only be like bullets so that young people, because I'm writing it for young adults. Like, for real, I want young adults to understand, like, for real, you're not the boss. I mean, the way people parent their kids these days, it's like, for real, they teach them way more independence than back in the day. Like, so I'm like, all right, we're going to go in alignment with the millennials. So I'm waxing deep. So when I finish writing it, I got to be honest about, my superpower. My superpower is not my memory. You know what I'm saying? Like, memorizing stuff or, like, losing stuff, that's a part of, like, a kryptonite for me. So I was like, this is what you need to do. You spent 7 hours on this thing. Take your phone. I took it back out my book bag and actually take a picture and send it to somebody and let them type it out. But capture it in case you lose your notepad, right? Mm-hmm. So, I'm talking about the best stewardess that I've ever met. The way there, I stayed really less than 30 hours. It was really almost like a 24-hour. I landed Saturday morning and I left Sunday morning. And so I had the same crew. So it was this white male, he was cool to 40s, like, man, going back and forth, looking out for me, whatever. I didn't realize that they know, Carl, you a million miler. So I didn't know that they knew. But on this flight, they actually gave me a card and was like, thanks for being a million miler and to another million and beyond. So they was treating me like Biggie. I want them to love me like they love Pac. You feel me? And so as I was like taking the picture, he came up to me on the love, grabbed my shoulder and was like, E.T. I was like, what's up, Doc? He was like, man, just want to shout you out for putting me in your new rap song. And I was, what? He was like, your new rap song. And I was like, rap song? I'm like, my man think I'm a rapper. I'm saying unbelievable. See, I'm almost 50 years old. My man think I'm a rapper.
That might be worse than the fact that they thought you was in the NBA at 5'6",
No, they came back later because I had on the Olympic jacket and asked me, which sport are you in? And I was like, what? What are they saying? I didn't know what they meant, see? I'm like, what? She's like, the jacket.
I'm a jockey.
Yeah, she kept showing me, the jacket. And I was like, oh, the jacket. I was like, well, in 2006, Dick's brought all of the Olympians together and I had an opportunity to, speak to them and then work with them. Yeah, 2016. Yep, I had a chance to work with the Olympians. Yeah, 2016. Sorry, see, my brain and mouth ain't together. So I'm laughing though because they think I'm in the Olympics and they think I'm a rapper, and I'm saying like, yo, this is crazy that you would think, and I didn't know where to go with it, right? So I had another.
In their defense, they probably looked you up and it said hip hop preacher. Does that change it at all? If he Googled you. You know what I mean?
Part.
He saw
not
hip
the
hop.
athlete part.
But did he not read the next line and said consultant? Motivational speaker? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't concern yourself with the details. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the first one. So it's just like, and C remembers when we was flying to Australia. It's like, I'm not mad, but they literally come over to you.
Oh yeah,
and like have like, who are you? I know you're famous.
I mean, hold on. First of all, these a lot of these seats, for those of you who don't know, now I didn't pay for it, so don't even.
Don't get mad at me.
Bedroom shack now, but these seats are like $15,000. Like these are everybody who up there, you pay $15,000 for a plane ticket. Most people do all right. So, but there's not many bros up there. So he is right. Every single time we flew up there, people would come and ask, kind of like, what do you do type thing. No,
they don't ask us what do we do. They make assumptions about what we do. Right? They tell us what we do.
Well, I'm 6'3" and a quarter, 6'4", so I could see them thinking I might have played a little something. Like I might have played for the Australian team, back in the day.
What's my excuse? racial
head coach.
profiling.
You might be right. You might be coaching the team. That's all.
And if they would have said that, that would have been better. But they looking at me like I'm Witsy, like, yo, what position you play? I'm like, what? At what point do you? Anyway, whatever. So my second one, Carl, and I thought I mentioned this because I said that at church. So that's how I know.
Are you about to tell the one with the old lady?
Yeah. Did I tell that one? I know I told that at church.
Oh, no, you
Did
didn't
I tell
it
it on the podcast?
Man, I can't believe. Carl, do you know about it?
Uh-uh.
I told Candace it's hilarious, and we got video proof, but I don't think we can put the video up because I want to put Lil Mama on blast.
Can we do it though and put like the smiley
Blur
face
or
over
something.
her?
Oh,
like,
yeah, we probably can.
Yeah, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? So that way they don't know who I'm talking about. But so I get on the and I knew it, Carl. I knew it. I thought I saw a putty cat. I did see a putty cat. Man, I promise you, I got on late because I was on some call. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let everybody get on, then I'll get on. I'm not gonna rush to get on first class. You know, all they selling is Coke anyway, and I'm not supposed to be drinking that. So I was like, I'm not even gonna get on. So I get on late, and there's an older, like my grandma age. She got to say what he said when I called and told him no. He got to say what he said. But I don't remember. The J. Crow. You remember it now, the J. Crow. So long story short, I look at her, Carl, and I can see her look at me like, oh no. A bruh man about to sit next to me. It's like, I can see it, Carl.
You know what I'm saying?
I can
don't
see
think
it,
she
Carl.
said a bruh man.
Well, I'm going to say it, bruh, man. I'm not going to say the N-word. Carl, I can see it on her.
Can we say ninja? Can we say ninja on this podcast?
The little ninja. The little ninja turtle. The little ninja turtle.
There we go.
So I saw her look at me, Carl, and I saw her look like, uh-oh, is he about to come? And so I sat next to her. Carl, as I was sitting down, she hit the button and started screaming for the airline stewardess. She said out loud, Carl, I can't sit here. I need you to move my seat. I can't take it. So the airline stewardess, he was a bruh too. He was like, he asked her, he was like, well, he might have been Spanish, right? So he asked her, he was like, what's wrong? She was like, his cologne. I can't take it. I'm allergic to his cologne. I can't take the smell. I need to move. Meanwhile, I'm dying laughing.
I'm on the phone, though. I'm on the phone, Carl. So I can hear all of this taking place.
She said my cologne, Carl, was killing her. It was loud, and she was allergic to it, like gonna break out over.
And you know, now here you know I'm sitting here. I've been E right here 14 years trying to begging him to wear some cologne. His wife begging him, and I think I seen E maybe one time spritz half a spray of cologne on his body.
That's real.
So I'm sitting here and I'm tripping. I'm like, dog, what? That's random. Like, you ain't even with Didi, you just put on cologne? And he was like, see, I ain't got no cologne.
I don't got no cologne on, bro. I'm dying laughing, Carl. I'm like, you said the worst thing you could say. Now, if you said I was functified, functified, I might be like, yeah, you might be right. I'm like, Carl, dude, like I ain't putting that the aluminum on me. So I'm like, maybe but I definitely not cologne. I was dying laughing. So my man told her, he was like, oh yeah, I got you. What, you need to move? He was like, is it that deep? She was like, yeah, I need to move. He was like, bet, I got a seat for you back in economy class.
I love it.
I'm talking about choices. Can I just say feelings, nothing more than feelings.
That's what I said though, Carl. So I was actually at this point, I'm like, shoot, I'm a little hurt. I'm like, man, you know what'd be perfect right now? Is if E start having mad fans get on the plane.
And just start,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what C said to me. Yeah, that's what C said to me.
Yeah,
if I
was like, man, I was like, all right, Holy Ghost, just let like 5 people get on the plane and just like be shocked. You know how, first of all, anytime we go somewhere where E, of course, nowadays, everybody's showing love, everybody dapping up. And I'm like, all right, God, just right now, at this time, right in front of this old lady who think he ain't nothing, let everybody start coming in there and, going crazy. And sure enough, I'm on the phone with E.
Yeah, but I'm saying, my man tell her she can move, but she like, Carl, she like, I'm good on that. Like,
oh yeah, no.
I'll just sit here.
The cologne ain't that bad to go
it
back
ain't that
bad. Because they peasants back there too.
Huh?
Because they peasants back there too.
No, I'm saying what Carl was about to say.
Oh no, she just said I'm gonna breathe on the other side. Don't
Oh,
worry
she gonna
about
breathe
it.
on
No.
that side, yeah. So C prays that this happened and tell him what happened, C.
Yep. No, I promise you, Carl, literally, I'm not even kidding. Like maybe like 10 seconds after I said, like, all right. And then he was sitting there, me and E laughing at this time, of course. And I'm like, I'm trying to get the play-by-play, like, all right, what's going on? What the stewardess say? The whole nine. All of a sudden I hear somebody like, oh my God. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. How can I get a pic? Dude like leans over. The very next person is like, oh my goodness, are you serious?
Oh, no question.
Then the other flight attendant came over there and was like, yeah, it was like, oh my God, you're such an inspiration to me. Da, 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 da.
She's like, I passed my test because of you.
laughing because it was literally like 3 people in the next like 2 minutes. That came and I'm on the phone listening and just dying laughing. Then I'm looking at E like, so then me and E ended up hanging up. But of course I kept texting with him to see how she was acting. And then E, how was she acting after that?
Crazy. Carl. Crazy, Carl. I'm like, hey, and the airline stewardess like, I'm not supposed to do this. I can get fired for this, but I gotta take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime and the lifetime of the opportunity. So I stand up, do the pic with her. You know, now this time everybody in first class looking like, my man got on a t-shirt and some blue jeans. Who is this dude? And so I sit down and she goes, so you're famous, huh? I was like, don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying, Carl? Don't talk to me.
Oh, I thought, hey, that sounded like a little Diddy revenge spirit in it.
Don't talk to me. Well, you know, I said it in my heart. I ain't said it out loud. So.
Oh, okay, got you.
But I wanted to say it out loud. Shoot.
So how was she acting the rest of the flight?
She didn't really say a lot to me until we got like landed, you know, but she didn't say a whole lot. But I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm not tripping. But yeah, man, it's just, that's my pet peeves, Carl. It just when stuff like this happen.
New segment. Don't
end it yet. See, I'm gonna take it all the way back. You can't even react to this no more. Right out here in Saddlebrook, CJ, we're doing a TGIM right down by the water fountain. This is I don't know how many years ago. You remember?
Yeah,
and we out here shooting, and this lady, I'm telling you, I can't.
Meanwhile, I'm one of two, the first people that moved in the neighborhood. It wasn't even no houses on our block, bro. No houses out here.
Dude, so she comes over and she's just like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, we're working on a motivational video. Like, we do videos weekly. And we explain the whole thing. Like, he's a speaker. We do, schools, some colleges. Because I think that by that time we was doing some colleges. I'm talking about full explanation. See, about a good 2-3 minutes. She said, okay, like, for real now. Like, are you guys like rappers? Like, what are you doing?
I was like, we was for real the first time.
Straight up.
Bruh, she had her nephews, went and got her little nephews or whoever they were. They looking at us like, let me get your autograph. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bruh. And I don't think, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't think it's just the problem with what they're saying. I think the problem is, how did you get to become the boss of me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wondering, like, what gave you the right?
You better send them the new book.
Bruh, I'm just saying, like, what gives you the right to get in somebody's business? Yeah. Like, that's what be killing me. It's like, yo, why are you asking me what I'm doing? Or even when I was writing, why would you come up to me and be like, I'm not in nobody's business. Like, it's all these other people on the plane. Why aren't you asking them what they do for a living? Or why aren't you holding these conversations with them? Like, why are you gravitating toward me like that? So I just think but I was sitting next to another older white female. She was cool to 40s. And when I say older, she's my age, actually. I was gonna say middle age. And we was kicking it, right? She was like, you should have just told me you was a rapper. She said, next time, just go along with it. Just say, I'm a rapper. And then, so she says that, and then the dude gets up. She had just called me. I told him, my man got up, Carl, and was like, yo, bruh, I knew you from somewhere. I listen to your music all the time. I said, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I was like, thank you, sir, for listening to my music. I really appreciate that.
The first black ninja. Unbelievable.
No, what did you say, though,
to deal with.
What did you say? You told me, what did you say when I told you, when I gave you a story? You said what?
What I can't remember what I said. Jim Crow.
Yeah, Jim.
It's Jim Crow. 2019.
He said, back in Jim Crow, E.T.
Bruh, I promise you. And E, I swear, since I know E, it's only a few things to set him off. And that is definitely one.
That's one of them.
And when he get pulled over by the police. And that is the other.
I'm good though on both of them now, y'all. Y'all would be proud of the way I'm responding these days.
Yeah, I'm like we would get pulled over by the police. E would jump out the car and start walking towards the police car. I'm like, E, you about to get murdered, bro.
To this day, I don't know why I never got shot. I'm looking at all these other
Me
people that got
neither.
shot over little stuff. I'm like, yo, I never knew why I didn't get shot.
Yo, Carl, you remember that? Like, we would get pulled over. E would just take off his seatbelt and jump out the car and start
Just
walking
jump
towards the
right out
car.
the
Like,
car.
what's the problem?
Yeah.
I'm like, E, what are you doing? So anyway, we overcame. Okay,
Okay.
all right, we overcame that. All right, so we have a man. You wouldn't know it by the way we started this, but we actually have some stuff to talk about.
Yes,
this
sir.
week. I guess we can do an actual podcast. I'm sure we'll get a lot of hate mail about that first 30. Too much playing and too many jokes. All right, so let's get to the serious. Well, no, not yet. For those of you who did not hear last week, we had Toby on the podcast, and we were getting ready to go to the Houston Rockets game. And I had said that I couldn't exactly reveal at the time why we were going to the game or why I had E at a game, which, getting E to go to a game is literally like pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth.
But we got him there. Man, let me say this first of all. Carl, imagine getting out of the car with Toby and E.T. at a basketball game, dog.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to
In
make it to
Houston.
your seats. In
Yeah,
Houston.
it's over.
In Houston.
In Houston, yeah, it's over.
Bruh, me and Jalen was like, yo, we about to meet y'all at the seats. I mean, we literally every fight, and it's all love. They both, show mad love, but like literally we could not go 5 steps. And you know how it is when somebody sees somebody taking a picture,
Yeah.
and they look over and they like, oh, I know, they know you too. So it just make it even more obvious. So took us about 3 hours to get to our seats, but eventually we did get to the seats. So the long story short, and then we can kind of go into it, but Chris Paul, he had, I hate name dropping like that, but he had hit me a few weeks back, a few months back maybe, and said that they were working on, his new shoe release and that he wanted to use E's quotes as part of the design. And so Chris's nephew and Jalen are really close, so they have been working on this for a long time. Long story short, we wanted to bring the E to the game and then surprise him after the game with the shoes. The new, Chris Paul has signed a Jordan, so the new Jordan Chris Paul release, official release, has E's quotes all over them. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, the course is on there, and some other quotes that E's had over the years. And so, brought E to the game. It was game 5. Game 5, they won the game, so that was great. The energy was crazy. E was asleep 90% of the game, but I woke him up when it was over, and we went down to the tunnel. Man was hanging out. Of course, Chris came out, was like, "Yo, see, y'all come on this way." So I told E, "Let's walk out to the court." We walked out to the court, man, and Chris did the unveil and did really like a 5-minute speech to E. Like, it was really
Chris.
impressive, man.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, just want to let you know, obviously they have a great relationship, but you sending me the quotes and, sending me voice notes and stuff last year when I was trying to get back right and da-da-da. I held on to everything you said, and it was such an instrumental part of me and my comeback and, all of this stuff. And it was just really nice." And he unveiled the shoe. Of course, he had like the cellophane with the Grind Gear logo on it for E's shoes. Just an incredible experience. But yeah, E, I'll let you take it away. I know we kind of teased it on the last one, but now that the experience is over, how was it? Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was weird, man. It was weird. A lot of times when I hit Ohio, like Houston, and I mean like the Cleveland area, if I hit like Chicago, Atlanta, you hear cats like, "E, you're a living legend." And it's kind of weird because, you kind of grew up looking up to like a Martin Luther King, a Malcolm X, these individuals. But you never see yourself being that to your community, And somebody of his caliber, he could just listen to the stuff and just listen to it and never say anything. But for him to honor me in the way he did just speaks volumes about who he is as a person, who he is as a man, who he is as a leader. And to say that, hey, E, I value what you do and I want to honor that. And I think, when I saw the shoe in the shoe box, it's like, oh, that's cool. He actually had the shoes, Carl. You saw the pic. He actually has the shoe in his hand. And I'm like, yo, that's cool. Like the quotes like, yo, that's fire. But when he opened up the box and the box had it's a customized box. So the box had my sayings on it. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then when he opened the box, he slow-mo'd me. You know what I'm saying? When he opened the box
that was sweet.
with that plexiglass and then our logo in the middle of it as a part of the shoe, I was like, yo, this legacy now. This legendary, because when you get the shoe, you have to become familiar with our logo. You know, and I was just like, wow. And the fact, like C said, the design, what went into the design, he could have sent me the shoebox to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Easily.
Right.
And it would have been just as impressive. But for him to bring me into Houston at a playoff game in the back, you know, the whole, you know, hook up, you know, come to the back, you know, his family, oh man, brother, much love. His mom came over, hollered at us, wife, he hollered at us, you know, his nephew, some of the other people in his camp. And bro, they was talking to us like we was in the NBA, you know, and really entertaining us, showing us a good time. And so it's just, he's a class act. Family is a class act, you know, like I said, on and off the court. And so it was special, man. Here's the biggest, here was the biggest piece. The biggest piece was my son was with me. And I didn't know that Jalen and AJ, his nephew, they worked together with Rock Nation. They did an intern a couple, I don't know, maybe 2-3 summers ago with my guy. And he's gonna kill me there.
Joe.
Joe Branch. Man, another upstanding guy. Just like all these people, man, you just, birds of a feather flock together. And so Jalen got an opportunity to whatever. And so Jalen and AJ kind of worked together and putting this together, you know? And so I'm just like, wow, my son was a part of it, a part of the, you know, sneaky boy, hiding this from me, but planning this whole thing out. And he's getting an opportunity to use his gift, you know, and then for him to be there. And I didn't tell y'all, but maybe a week ago before that, we went to Boston to do some work, and they gave both of us a key to the city. So they gave both of us this, you know, the proclamation, you know, and it was huge. It was bigger than the ones I normally receive, but they had one with Jalen's name on it. And I was like, yo, Maul, that conversation we had on the podcast in Utah, bro, I told you I was serious after that. You know, I was serious. Like that was a conversation of conversations. That was the best podcast ever to me, you know, and just to see my son now participating in his superpower and getting comfortable with it. And, you know, he's done the assessment, you know, he's being certified even now in it. So he has an understanding of it. And so to see him up there, I was just like, wow, God, I broke the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, bring up no old whatever, but I was like, yo, I broke the cycle. Not only am I doing this, but my son's on the court and not borrowing my name. He's doing his own thing. Like he helped put this together, you know? So it was really it was phenomenal. And then we got to go to the Waffle House afterwards. So we put the cherry on the top with the grits.
Go to the Waffle House
with the grit, boy. I had got some Southern grits.
Oh man, we was acting like we was Jalen age. Carl, we at Waffle House. We made the Uber driver stop there. Waffle House taking forever. We had about a $400 Uber bill sitting there waiting on grits and eggs. Unbelievable. At 2:00 in the morning. So no, it was phenomenal. You were asleep most of the game though. How was your rest at the game?
Oh, it was great.
Bro, I'm sitting there looking at E like, dog. Now, mind you, if anybody, I know it was a while ago and the Rockets lost since then, harken back to Game 5. This game was, Carl, it was off the chain. The game was literally crazy.
I watched it.
I'm looking over at E. I'm talking about, when I say sleep, I don't mean like drifting. I mean straight gone. And it's so funny, man. I just told somebody, they asked me like, yo, what, E tired? I'm like, bro, he don't do games like that. Like, I'm a different level of human. Like, you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, either he on, like, he's one of them people, like, either I'm on and we working or I'm off. You know what I'm saying?
Off.
So
I'm off, bro.
It was
I ain't
funny.
gonna lie to you.
I did see you wake up with like maybe like 60 seconds left. You woke up.
At the end. I caught the end. Yeah, when Houston was up and then Golden State was coming back.
And so you went to sleep just in case.
Yeah. And then they woke up. Then I woke up and what's his name? Harden had missed the free throw. And then they was like coming back a little bit and CP3 had to hit 1 to kill it. And he missed the first. I'm like, come on, bro. You about to take this in overtime. Then he hit it. I was like, ooh, thank you, Chris, for not turning this sucker in overtime because I was going to have to go in the executive lounge and go to sleep.
I'm talking about straight
that first
nap.
dream.
Yeah. So
if it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Shout out to Chris, man, CJ, AJ, they whole camp, man, for making that happen. But I did want to turn this, I didn't want to just tell the story. I wanted to turn this into a larger discussion. You know, I think one of the crazy things is this isn't something that you asked for, E. And I think that's of note in this particular situation. And the reason I think it's of note is because E and I've been talking a lot, you know, in the last few days just about, like, for real, people calling and you just asking for things instead of putting the work in yourself. Like, I hope you know that, like, yo, we built this. Like, this has been built. And I think people oftentimes would like to just attach themselves to success as opposed to building their own success, right? So if you look at what Chris has been able to accomplish, his brother, you know, his family, you know, believe it or not, it takes a lot to put together something like that. It's not like you just go hoop. You don't make it to Hall of Fame status without a team, without a strategy, without a crew, without a workout regimen, and all of those things. And Chris built up his brand with the State Farm and the Cliff Paul and all of that in order to be one of the most elite athletes in the world and top compensated. Meanwhile, we were over here on this side of the world building up our dream, and then boom, smack at the top meets Chris's Hall of Fame career, E's Hall of Fame career, and boom, we were able to collaborate. And so oftentimes, man, people want to usurp the process. They want to jump the gun, and I'm gonna just jump on this person's wave in hopes that it can take my wave to the next level. And I promise you, it just doesn't work like that. Like, you have to be able to build the dream yourself, and then the collaboration, like Chris and E, comes natural. I can't tell y'all, and I promise y'all know I try to keep my blood pressure down. But I'll get people who have literally given 5 speeches in their life call me and say, yo, I want to open for ET. And I'm like, what? I'm like, dawg, you trying to ride the wave of what we've built and prop yourself up. Go to work yourself and build something worth collaborating for so that it can be a mutual relationship. And I don't want to get too far into it without bringing you and Carl in.
That's good.
But it's just like, for real, man, I get frustrated because at no point did we call Les Brown and be like, yo, Les, got my man E over here. He nice. Put us on stage with you. It never happened. Not one time did we ask, yo, ET, he blowing up at Michigan State campus. Take him to South Africa with you. It never happened because we understood we had to build something. And I think, for real, man, you look at people nowadays, like, the easier thing is, oh, you see somebody doing well, let me just jump on what they already got going. And it's like, nah, like, yo, you have to build it for yourself. People call, I can open up for E. I'm literally telling people, yo, what good is it gonna do me to have you come to the 1% conference and open up for E? Just tell me one thing is gonna help me to do, or my company, or us as a crew, as a family. What will you speak and do? Are you gonna put one extra person in the chair to come see you speak? Are you gonna add one bit of value? No, you're not. You're looking out for yourself. And for real, man, we live by the creed, iron sharpens iron, right? Like, so your brick don't sharpen iron. Turn yourself into iron, and then iron can sharpen iron. And I don't want to go off on a tangent, so jump in, because I feel myself getting ready to go on.
No. Let me play good cop here for him.
Please.
Because I understand what you guys are trying to do. Like, I get it. Like, you have a career. And it was funny, I was in London, and it was cats in London like, yo, E, I'm going to be on the stage with you. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm not trying. Like, if you see the Game Changers, you see the free content we putting out, the books, the everything we putting out, is we want to empower you. We're trying to fuel you. But at the same time, we can't be unrealistic. You feel me? And what you're asking us to do is you're asking us to take you in the weight room and you put 300 pounds on the bench press, and you're asking us not to spot you, but to lift that joker. You ain't been in the gym all year. You probably can't lift, you probably can't deadlift your weight. So if you weigh 220, you probably can't even lift 220. And what you're doing is you're saying, I want to lift 450. ET, CJ, Carl, can you get on the bench and lift that for me? It's like, what? Yes, we can lift it for you. But we love you enough not to do it. Why? Because if I lift the 450, C lifted, Carl lifted, I get the credit for lifting the 450. You don't. No, nobody in the gym is going, Yo, Steve just lift 450 through ET. Steve a beast. Steve the man. I can't believe he can lift that much. Nobody's going to do that. So what happens is the reason why we're saying no is because once I exit, Steve exit, Carl exit the building, doggone it, you there with that 450 by yourself. You're there alone and you can't do nothing with it. And so what we don't want to do, which a lot of people will lie to you, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't get it. You know how much bread we can make getting all y'all certified ET speakers? Like, bruh, we could just run up the numbers. We could just tell everybody and their mama, we're going to charge this much. You could be an ET certified speaker. And then once you finish the program, you can't do your wife pit. Look, I just got off the phone with my boy, Sean Hart. I just made him talk to my boy, Shap Darby. I just made him talk to him because Shap was like, yo, E, I'm thinking about doing it. I'm like, Shap, what do you mean you thinking about doing it? He's like, yo, E, I'm thinking about doing it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, watch this. Sean got on the phone and said to him, and I hope you don't get mad at me, Sean. Sean said, I spent first of all, Sean said it was no other program that inexpensive, that's that good. I spent $1,000 a month, and I promise y'all, you ain't gonna get this deal in 2020. We going up. Sean said I spent $1,000. I did it for 9 months. I spent $9,000, and my girl was tripping. He said in the first quarter alone, I made $92,000. First quarter alone. He said he said, Eric, January, February, April, March, April. He said, we ain't even in May yet. I made $92,000. I got all my money back. And what? 70 what? Help me with the math. How much?
Times 10.
Yeah, I'm just saying but I'm just saying the 81,000, 92 times 9, he made 81,000. He got an 81. That's got to be 1,000% plus or more than 1,000% return on your investment. So we can let everybody in, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not letting you in if I don't think you can lift. You have to be able to lift on your own, because when you can lift on your own, you can go make $92,000 in doggone the first quarter. So you times that, let's just say 100. My man gonna make almost close to $500,000 off of this skill set that he just acquired. So no, I'm not gonna lift it for you. No, I'm not gonna let you get on stage prematurely. No, I'm not. So my new thing is like, yo, call C, go through the game, get the skill set. I told somebody today, you so broke, you got such a poverty mindset. Why are you calling me about money? When you know who I am, tell me to teach you a skill set. Give me a couple dollars to give you a skill set that you'll never have to worry about making money again. So for those of you who are listening, what I'm trying to tell you is I love you too much to let you take a shortcut, because if I give you the shortcut, you're not going to know how to get back. You're not going to know how to get back home, first of all, and then you're not going to know how to get back to where you're trying to get to because you don't know where you're going. So we're going to show you, as CJ say, the only way we know how to do it, and that's started from the bottom. That's no bank account. That's no cards. That's no real idea of, other than our gift, how this gift is going to be a blessing to the world. So we started from scratch. But guess what we know? We know how to start. We know how to get there. Look, I can't even say it. Just know this. I was in the city yesterday, sitting with a CEO of $1 billion industry, saying, ET, I see what you do. This is what we do. I think we can merge. Guys, I don't even care if I decide not to do it. The fact that I'm a high school dropout and that through this process, we learned, not only am I sitting there, I'm contributing. I'm contributing. Like I'm saying, you probably don't want to do that. We probably need to do this. And you're right. Let's talk about it. Give me a week to think about it. I have my people call. Bruh, why? Because when we went to the bank and knocked on the doors and they told us no, we learned why they were telling us no. It wasn't just no. It was like, oh, they don't feel like they're going to get a return on their investment. They don't think as a bank, if they put their name on this product, that it's going to yield them a return on their investment. I get it now. So now when I make my moves and I'm with major companies, I know what to say because I understand, oh, they calling me because of my star power. They're calling me because of the boom. And this is what I have to offer. And if they give me this is what they're going to get out of it. I got it. But had we not gotten told no by a bank the day before we were supposed to hear yes and take our company to the next level, guys, we wouldn't be able to do the stuff that we're doing. So we love you enough to not let you pay us to give you a pseudo program. Like so many other companies, cats gonna take your money from you, and when you finish, you ain't gonna get no return on your investment. I just talked to somebody, I'm not gonna call names because CJ and I didn't get a chance to talk. He probably tell me to call him though. But I took a business through our extreme execution program, and she said to me, I went through that person's program, I spent $14,000. Top of the top. I went through that dude's program, number 3 probably back in the day in the world. I went through their program, I got nothing out of it. She said, in 30 minutes, you gave me more insight with my company than I've ever had before, and I didn't even pay you a third of what I paid them. And I said to her, look, I'm not here to, she said, and another dude said, yo, E, what you just gave me in an hour to my company, I never seen it ever before. And he said, guess what? I've done the assessments before, but the facilitation, E, what makes me different, what makes the way we do it different than how other people do it, y'all? They went and got certified. It's no disrespect, but people went and got certified and they can give you the information, but we certified and we were certified before we were certified. We were certified in the school of hard knocks. Like we certified. So we're not going to give you this surface stuff. We're not going to just give you theory. We know from A to Z what it takes to get in front of a Chris Paul. And it don't take begging. And it don't take calling CP3 and saying, CP3, have you been getting my...
I got a great idea for your next shoes.
I DM'd you, bro. You didn't get back to me.
Listen, and you know what's crazy? Let me try to, because E said he was going, that wasn't good cop. That was
That was none close to good cop.
Yeah,
I thought that was good cop. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting around CJ too much.
No. I want to say this because, again, you know, as the pilot gorilla, you get a bad rap for just going off. But let me say this. I had somebody in my life, maybe who I was mentoring, who, you know, they were, you know, just making bad decisions, right? And I was looking out, you know, me and E talking to this person, whatever, and looking out, whatever, money, tuition, just trying to, you know, pour into. Finally, it wasn't working. And somebody told me that it's not helping if they're not getting better. Yeah. And so what I told E is we got to pull back everything, like pull back. Like I'm talking about advice, money, everything. And it wasn't because I was mad at that person. It was that I felt like that was in his best interest. Yeah. Just like I thought it was in his best interest when I was looking out. So I didn't do it because I'm bitter or because I'm angry. I did it because I genuinely feel that this is the correct way to help you. And so when you hit me up or you hit E up and you're asking to go on stage or you're asking for a free handout or you're asking for free mentorship, you know, I already know my rule. I mentor kids, I coach adults. But when you're asking for this free stuff and you're trying to shortcut the process, what's happening is, and as you're talking, is just being revealed to me, is what we're doing is we're robbing you of the most important component to your success, which is faith and belief in yourself. Like imagine if we would have just took a ride on Les Brown coattail 10 years ago. We wouldn't, first of all, we probably wouldn't even be in business right now because we wouldn't have built up the Teflon skin that we have right now, the resilience that we have right now. But we had to have faith to get to this level. We had to have belief in our own self and our own system in order to get to this level. So what do I mean by that? It took faith to not get a check working with E for years before the money actually showed up. That was real belief in what we were doing. So do you know how hard we have to go every single day when you have that kind of belief? We just got through with the Toby episode. Do you know how long, E, how many months in a row did we pay Toby before he made a dime?
Years, bro. Not years.
Years. I was gonna say it's years, not
years.
Months. Yep.
Listen to what I'm trying to say, because most of y'all will never get it. We paid Toby, and don't get it twisted. This was before even like we might have been doing this well. We paid Toby for years and years and years before he generated one dime for the company because we had that belief. But that's what happens when you have belief and when you don't ride somebody else's coattail to success, when you take the stairs instead of the elevator, is it makes you Teflon. Like we done went through so much as a company and we'll go up against so much as a company even going forward, but it doesn't bother us, it doesn't rattle us because we know what we had to get through to get here. So if I put you on stage tomorrow and just put you up there and go, here you go, and you thinking, oh, okay, this is how it works. The first minute you get smacked with some adversity, you're going to fall and quit.
Over.
I've seen it before. I don't even want to call out no names, but we've tried to give people a couple opportunities back in the day. And what happened? They got cocky. It didn't work out like they thought it was going to work out. And guess what? 3-4 months gone, never seen them again. Why? Because we put them on too early. And so so back to my original point, when you call me and I tell you don't call me, and I tell you go put in the work and meet me at the top, that's not me trying to be mean. That's not guerrilla. That's not any of that. That's really just like the kid I was mentoring. That's really me doing what I know is best for you. It's not me trying to punk you, or I don't have time, or I'm trying to Hollywood you, or I'm too big time. It's me really telling you like, yo, go get your weight up. Because otherwise you're just being a leech. Like if you call, every time you call me, I got to do something for you. You're just being a leech. And so am I telling you, oh, see, I thought you said join the team or add value. Add value. Don't be a leech. There's a difference. You calling me and telling me you could speak and you got 200 followers and ain't nobody ever seen you and you a decent speaker and telling me, hey, see, I can come to your conference and speak, is not adding value. That's adding value to you. It's not adding value to me. Add real value. There are things that you can do in real time to help somebody. So I'm not suggesting you don't collaborate with people. I'm not suggesting you don't, if you see somebody who's doing well and you can fill a void or be a part of something, I'm not suggesting you don't. But don't make it a burden on that person. And I tell my wife, she's always like, yo, why are you getting irritated? I'm like, yo, I got cats who literally, like I said, have given 3 speeches in their life and you want to open for the #1 motivational speaker in the world because you got my number. Like, that's not fair to me. It's not fair to the process, and I never did that. I promise y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. I believe that Chris Paul and them fool with us and CJ fool with us because I don't ever hit them up. I done had Chris Paul in my phone and my number in my phone for 3-4 years. How many times do you think I call him? Not once. And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't have no value to add at the time. I didn't have nothing to say. Like, so, bruh, if I have something for you,
you didn't have nothing to say.
If I don't,
what up, Chris? What you doing?
That's it. Great game. Bruh, I don't even do that. I don't even hit you like, oh, bro, you almost had that last shot. Good stuff. Now, I'm not telling you can't be friendly with people, but I'm saying when people on a certain level, it's just understood that, yo, we good. If you need something, if it's important, if it's pressing, hit me. If it's not, cool. We all good. But I'm saying some of you get too thirsty and too excited to join somebody else's bandwagon, and it's because you don't believe in yourself. And you want me to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And that's not fair to me. I believed in myself. That's why we never called Les Brown. He believed in himself. That's why we never had to hit up Tony Robbins. We believed in ourselves enough to believe that our own success would be created, and we didn't have to hit anybody else up and ride their coattail to the top. We believed in ourselves. So if you're 9 times out of 10, if you just want to jump on the top level with us right now without putting in the work, it's because you don't believe in your success or that you're capable of the success, and you're hoping that I do. And I never will if you don't.
I'll say it like this, see, man, this is heavy. I'll say it like this. You grow more from pain than you do the presence. Like, just bottom line. You're going to grow more going through the pain than you do from getting anybody present. So let's do a little game, E. Like, the best potluck that you've ever had, I'm just calling some names, right? And you tell me. See, I'll just call some names. The best potlucks you ever had, Dr. Curry, E.
Yeah.
Fruit salad,
no question.
Right?
Yeah, fruit salad.
No question about it. If I said Trina, E, what did Trina bring to the potluck?
Trina from the church?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Trina got a couple things, though. She got the macaroni and cheese.
The mac and cheese is what I'm thinking about. Mac and cheese or the pound cake. That's the two. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking about, the pound cake or the mac and cheese. Yep.
The best potluck, y'all. The best potluck.
What about Keisha with the Special K loaf? Can I get some love for the Special K?
No question, the Special K.
The only person ever to make me eat some vegetarian food.
Eat some veggie stuff, y'all. So I'm just saying, the point I'm making, y'all, is like the best potluck is when you bring your special gift that you toiled on. Like, Keisha learned to make pound cake overnight. And not Keisha, I mean Trina. She ain't learned to do that overnight. Dr. Curry, the fruit salad boy, she been doing that for years. As long as I knew Dr. Curry, she murdered that fruit salad. They've been doing this thing for years. Mm-hmm. But yet you expect to just come, like C's saying, on one quick thing. So, I'm telling y'all, so here's the weird part. When I think about everything you just said, C, like, at the end of the day, here's the thing. Pain is probably our most valuable asset. Like, if you think about it, the pain, the process you got to go through, all the stuff you got to go through is the most valuable asset. And this may sound cliche, but for real, you know exactly what to do when you touch something hot. The only way you learn that for real is by you know exactly what to do. So the pain is actually a better teacher
than me telling you not to touch it. You see what I'm saying?
no question.
So it's like you
question.
really don't understand the process until you go through it. So like C saying the reason why you will crumble and fall is because you have no idea. I've told you 5 billion times, don't touch it, it's hot. But you have no idea what that means until you touch it. What we're trying to tell you is we've touched it in all kinds of different ways. It's been pushed on us, poured on us, pushed, pulled back. And the reality is we've gone through so much of all of that. It's why the brand is the way it is now. It's why CP3 is reaching out. It's why he got shoes, with his quotes on them, because like we've gone through all that pain. It is actually the greatest asset. Think of your body. If your body never hurt, like think of your shoulder. See, if it never hurt, what would you know what I'm saying? You try to do something with your arm and that sucker fall off, after a little while, like it never hurt. You don't even know something's wrong. You don't have, joints in that sucker to keep it strong. But the whole point is, like, you gotta embrace, and Eve said this a million times, like, embrace the pain for what it is. It's an alert that this thing needs to be fixed. That's all it is.
And Carl, I don't know why people don't understand the concept that greatness attract greatness. Like, yo, if you want to attract greatness, become great. Like you don't get to rub off greatness. Like you don't just get to stand next to E and be like, oh, I'm great now too. It doesn't work like that. I know you think it does. I know you think if you could spend 5 minutes with E and just rub off greatness. It's not. You have to become great in your own space. So there's a reason that Jamal is our partner. There's a reason Josh is our partner. Like they were already great in their own space. There's a reason CP3 hit E up. There's a reason that E has relationships with certain people. And we're not even talking about celebrities. It's great people in every space. Shout out to, and I don't even do this a lot, but E, you know Tommy Mabry. Tommy, my dude, like, and Tommy's a speaker, man, he got a crazy story. He was locked up back in the day. You would look him up on the gram, and I don't even do shout outs like that. But Tommy's my dog. Tommy came to a conference probably, 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Easy.
6, 7 years ago, and was like, yo, I see what y'all doing. One day I'm gonna be speaking on stage with y'all. My movement ain't that big right now, but I'm growing it. I promise you. My man, every time I look up, he closer and closer, and I'm like, wow, Tommy out there killing it. Never said, yo, see, let me get on stage with you. I just need to talk to E for 30 minutes. He like, yo, I'm listening to the podcast, I'm getting enough. I'm watching the videos, I'm getting enough to go apply everything I need to apply, and one day we will be on stage together. And I promise you, shout out to my man, we don't even talk like that. This ain't like, I ain't talk to Tommy on the phone. He might text me up from time to time, just let me know what he's doing. But I promise you, he get newspaper articles. He on the news. He killing it in the school systems. They love him. He's killing it. And he's next up and he's doing his thing. And I'm like, wow, it just so happens to be that when you go become great in your own space, you start getting that recognition. And so many of us, like I said, man, we want to shortcut that process. Inky, our dog. Why is Inky our dog? Inky great in his own. How many times did Inky hit you up a day, E?
I ain't heard from Inky since.
You got to hit Inky.
Yeah, what was that last conference we did in New York? I ain't heard from Inky since the New York. Boy,
now me and Ink hit each other. Just we got the kids and the baseball stuff, so I check in with Ink. But Ink like, yo, y'all done gave me some game. Like, let me go apply it. And some people, man, like I said, you want to be around because you think it's organically going to rub off. But what happens is you end up pissing that person off because you waste their time when you have nothing to bring to the table. Like, no disrespect. I told E, it was two gentlemen, and they know who they are, and I promise you, they listening right now. We had a good conversation. I'm glad they took it the way they took it. But after one of the conferences, it was a Friday, Saturday conference. So they said they knew I had to come back the next day. So they were like, yo, I seen them, I was, taking pictures and talking to people or whatever. And I saw them, they waited to the very, very, very end. And I know what that means. You got, you want to talk to me for a long time. Because every time, you know how it is, they be like, no, you can go, you can go. Because they want to be the last one because they figured they could stand there and hold your ear for an hour because they're the last ones. So I saw them doing that. And then they finally came up to me and was like, yo, we just got a request. They were like, yo, we want to, tomorrow morning, I know y'all start up at 8. We wanted to see if we could meet you at like 6 or 5:30. You tell us when, and we could just chop it up. And I'm like, chop it up about what? And I promise you, they both looked at me and was like, I mean, just talk, man. Just pick your brain. I said, look at me, 100% absolutely not. I said, that's what I won't do. Now, again, that could be the gorilla coming out, E, and I explained to them, I said, look, y'all could be mad at me right now. Y'all could say, yo, we listened to C on the podcast. He seemed cool, funny, all of this. And then we met him, we asked for some time. He said, no. I said, bruh, I am not going to let you interrupt my routine and interrupt my life and the things that I need to do to get myself ready in the morning just for your entertainment, or just because you think I'm some type of bootleg celebrity, or because you think, I could rub off greatness on you. I cannot. I said, now, if y'all would have came to me and said, see, we got 5 questions as it relates to our business, as it relates to our brand, that we feel like, do you have any time over the next day and a half where you can give us 10, 15 minutes and answer these 5 questions? I would say, I will absolutely do that for you. But most of you just trying to be around, or you just want to hitch your wagon to something, hoping that something eventually happens, and it's not going to happen. You have to begin to build it yourself. And guess what? People actually respect it when you start building it and they see they have something they can help you with. It's like, imagine if I build boats for a living and I look over and I see you talking about, can you help me build a boat? I'm like, nah, I ain't got time. But if I see you hitting the nail in the wrong place, I could be like, hey, youngin, do me a favor. The nail go on the other side. Now I can actually be a blessing to you. But don't make me start your whole process, finish your whole process. I got to sand your boat and do all of that. Because if I do all that, it's my boat. It's not yours. I'm done. I'm sorry.
My boat, not your. Hey, and I want to say this too. Boundaries, y'all. Like maybe we could talk about this a little bit later, but when I went to the game, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I like got in the corner somewhere and chilled out, afterwards. And I look, C said it. We ain't trying to name drop, but we do need to make sure you understand, right? I saw Deshaun Watson walk in, sat down. That's my dude. And I was like, you know what, don't even, leave it alone. Don't even do it. Game over. I saw him walking out. I didn't run down. Like, D, on everything I love. Went to the back, didn't talk. I talked to Doc Rivers. I did, because Doc, was when we was with the Clippers, Doc showed mad love, talked to Doc. But I saw Austin. Austin was there when we were there. He came to me, was like, man, I was in a real bad place. Listen to your video. I ain't running. Austin, do you see me? You feel me? It was a Golden State. So Draymond there. Jalen with the basketball, Michigan State basketball. Could have easy. Bro, I was like, yo, Chris brought me there, bro. Like, Chris brought me there. You there for Chris. Like, don't get on your, listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't get into your own interest, E. Like, don't go, and I ain't take no pics. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on that. It's like, Chris brought you. You were here with Chris. Chris
what
invited
your mom used
you.
to say, E, who danced that you took you to the prom?
Dance to who took you to the prom. And not only dance to who took you to the prom, what your mama also tell you, Carl, about overdoing your welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome. Was it invited guest or welcome best?
Welcome best.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I'm like, yo, Chris invited me. And I'm telling you, I'm not telling y'all this about basketball. I'm telling you, Carl talked about the week he had with his wife. Like, y'all, I'm like, I was telling somebody the other day, my wife, there are things that my wife, maybe in the beginning of the marriage, as an independent, sister mindset didn't do. So then as we were going through the marriage, and I start, honoring her and worshiping her, she started saying, oh, okay, let me bless you. Now I'm at a point, C, before, like, I'm getting on the road or I'm doing certain things. And Didi like, all right, I know you like this, or I know you want this. Let me take care. And like, I'm just like, yo, now my interest now, you are not even like, oh yeah, you want that? I got you. Now you think about my interest before. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is, do I not, like, I'm not telling you to be an extremist. Do I not, and maybe occasionally like see somebody, a woman that's attractive and I might give her a compliment, maybe, but I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not giving my wife a compliment, right? It's like, I'm trying to get y'all to see something. Boundaries. So it wasn't that I didn't know some of these players, but I wasn't there for them. Boundaries. I was there for CP3. So this wasn't the ET show. It's not an ET conference. So people was like, E, I ain't even know you got to shoot. You ain't taking no pictures. Was you at the game? Are you still in Houston? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I've been left Houston. I'm back in Huntsville, Alabama. So I'm just saying, like, I give my wife a certain honor. Like I told y'all before, I don't listen to business ideas without talking to C about it. You know what I'm saying? And I might not even always like, he might be like, nope, we're not doing that. I might not be comfortable with it, but there are boundaries. And there are those of you who don't respect boundaries. And because you don't.
Most people, don't even want what they say they want. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing about like where E is now. Like somebody came to me was like, yo, I got a real estate idea that's going to change the world. I was like, oh, okay, if you're talking real estate, and they like, yo, I just need 15 minutes of E time. And I'm like, I'm trying to explain to them that Jamal runs the real estate side of things. If you really want to talk, if you really got an idea, Why in the world would you bring it to E? E the
Talk
last
to
person you need to talk to.
But I'm
guess
saying,
what?
they say I want to be a speaker. How many
Right.
times have you heard the podcast that you listened to? C said I was a 3. He made me a 10.
Right.
So why you trying to talk to me?
Point-
Are you
point
not
exactly.
listening?
The
He the
point
one said
exactly.
that he made me a 10. So if you're not listening, and I'm not trying to disrespect y'all. What I'm trying to show you is how we did it. Because if you do it how we did it, you're going to get the outcomes. But if you listen to us, but you disregard everything we say, then you're not going to get the same outcome. So like I said, if my parents didn't teach me nothing else, boundaries, bruh. Boundaries. And we're going to have to do an episode on boundaries because some of y'all think, oh, E is a super. Look, no, it's just boundaries. It's just some things I just know, yo, Chris brought you here. Hey, and C might not say this on the hookup, but CP3 brother, when it was all said and done, it was his
CJ.
birthday. So there was CJ when they was going out to eat. CJ was like inviting us to go out to eat. Guess what we did? We went back to the hotel.
Went to Waffle House.
We went to the Waffle House. They went to one of the most expensive restaurants. You know,
Shut
it's his
the whole
birthday.
steakhouse down.
That they went to the steakhouse, boy. And the reason why we know, because the driver was like, C was just trying to say, he was like, you know, they'd be eavesdropping. And C was just talking about, yeah, they invited to the, and I was just like, oh, okay. I didn't even know. But it's CP3 birthday.
Right, with his whole family.
With his whole family there. What does Eric Thomas need to be doing with interrupting? And CJ was like, yo, y'all, you rolling? And I was like, yo, y'all, we gonna get up out. We didn't even say nothing. We just let him walk ahead of us and we got out of time. And look, mad grateful for the opportunity.
Of course.
Mad grateful that they even trust us enough to be around their family. But my mama taught me boundaries. And the boundary is you came for a shoe. Phenomenal. You got the shoe, take your butt home, let him go hang out with his family. And if you happen to be in Houston at another time. So I was gonna say, see, why out of nowhere, D hit me up, Deshaun hit me up. Because he saw that I was at the game. And I was like, yo, Sean, it's crazy you hit me. When I saw you, I swear I was gonna come down and show you love, but it wasn't my show. I ain't really feel like whatever. And he was like, yo, E, you know you should have hollered at me. You know, I'm like, yo, bro, I already know how you get down. Like, we was in Atlanta, he had the hide boy superstar face, and me and Diddy was walking up the street, and he stopped and not only showed love, he showed Diddy love first. Like, hey, Miss Thomas, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, yo, Deshaun, like, flat out, bro, next time. And he was like, yo, E, we trying to get you the text. I was like, I know. I worked with Coach when he was with Penn State. Like, he keep calling, but we ain't. Sure enough, he hit me up with a date. Like, can you come this date? You feel me? So I'm just saying, see, most people would have felt like, if I don't go down there and speak to Deshaun Watson, I don't take no picture with him. If I don't take no, people not gonna know that I was here. And people not gonna go, bro, if you good at what you do, cream
Just
rises
build
to
it
the
in your
top.
own space, dog.
Cream
Just
rises
build
to
it
the
in
top.
your own space.
Yeah.
And I promise you, man, like my hope is that somebody listening to this does not hear it and think this is at all us trying to be Hollywood, or we don't want to talk to you, or we don't want to help out, or we don't want any of those things. All I'm simply trying to tell you is, again, reverse engineering how we did it. We went in the lab and worked. We used to show Les Brown videos at the Advantage program. Do you know it never once crossed my mind to call my man and be like, yo, put us on tour with you? It just, like that's just not, I just know that's not how you build. That's not real life. What's real life is having, when we finally talked to Les Brown, who called who?
Les called us.
Of course. Yo, I love it. I don't know who quote it is, but somebody said, hustle till you no longer have to introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself. I heard that yesterday, see? Yeah.
What'd you say, Carl?
No, I just heard the quote yesterday on the radio.
Hustle till you no longer have to introduce yourself. I promise you, I promise you. I told y'all one time, I was a little starstruck, if you remember. Remember who I told you it was? I was in I was in the airport. And y'all remember me telling you this story? Maybe I never told you.
LL Cool J. LL.
No, it was me. That was me. LL was me. E.
And I was in like not Clear, but Sky Priority, TSA.
Oh yeah. You did, Baby Boy.
No, 50 Cent.
Oh, that's right, 50. That's right.
Bro,
That's right.
I literally was, now keep in mind, again, freshman in college, or sophomore year in college, Get Rich or Die Trying was like soundtrack, G-Unit, all of that. I was huge into that.
G-Unit?
Probably 2-3 years ago, I was just standing in line. I promise you, I done met so many celebrities in my life, and He'll tell you. Now, he talking about he was being low-key, you know I'm in the tunnel everybody and they mama right there. I ain't said nothing because I don't know none of them and don't particularly care too. But I turned around and I was like, man, I'm talking about 50 Cent was standing right in my face and like he hollered at me. I was like, oh, what's up, what's up? And for 1 minute, I started to be like, yo, 50, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause my guy is like his homie. I started to be like, yo, you know my boy Cal? Yeah, blah, blah. I started to do all that. It, like inside of me wanted to do it. Yeah. And in my head, I said, hustle till you no longer have to introduce yourself. Yeah. And I turned around, I never turned back around again. And it's just like, yo, if we do, and it's not even that deep, I think it just caught me off guard. But if I so happen to meet my man, I would much rather him be like, yo, I see what y'all doing. Like, so it's mutual. Like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I again, there's nothing wrong with showing appreciation. If you see E in the airport and he changed your life, please tell him he changed your life. Please take a picture. Please do all of that. But don't ask him to do something for you that you're not willing to do for yourself. I hope that sums it up. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just asking you to be great in your own space first.
Yeah, or ask me to do something that's not mutual for both of us.
Period.
You feel me? Now, if you're a speaker and you want to tell me, like for real, bro, you like, I'm trying to be a speaker like you. You got any tips? Bro, we in the airport, no question. But when you say, you know, that, hey, give me a call, I want to put your event together. You don't even you've never even done an event. How you gonna do an event for me?
Or when you say, can we set up a private session to do one-on-one coaching for, like, wait, what? Like I got a whole program set up for that particular reason, right? And so then I'm gonna call you and just, you know, like I said, my favorite is the people who, and then when you finally call, you just talk for 30 straight. And I don't say a word, and then it's like over, and you're like, oh man, that was a big help. I'm like, wait, what? Bro, Carl, I promise you, it's the weirdest thing. People will be like, yo, E gave me your number, they said you could, and they'll call and talk for 30 straight and be like, all right, bro, man, you don't know how much this helped. I'm like, bro, I ain't say 2 words on this call the entire time.
I was with you. See, we were coming from somewhere. You snapped on somebody. I forgot what it was. Game Changers. One of the Game Changers meetups. We was driving back home.
Oh yeah.
And you was on the phone for about 5. I'm talking about 5, and I'm listening. We in the car.
Oh yeah, Carl was in the car.
C ain't said a word. Ian. I'm like, what's up? And C just like, look, let me just be real with you. You just called me. You said you wanted help, and I ain't said nothing in 5 minutes, bro. I can't waste no more time. Do you need help with something? What is it? If not, I'm out. And conversation
was
ended.
Like, wow.
I was like, what just happened?
Carl little chameleon butt was like, what in the world was that? I'm like,
they'll never call us again.
No, here's the thing. Listen. I tell E this all the time. I'm ferociously protective of my time and my patience because I have a 2-year-old who off the chain, and I had Trey, and I got a wife, and I got a whole career I'm trying to balance. And so I'm fiercely protective of my time. It doesn't mean that I'm not willing to help. Hopefully there are hundreds of people out there, if not thousands, that can vouch for the fact that I've helped them. But I don't have time to just waste or time to explore your life with you. You gotta figure it out for yourself. And then as you're moving, the old adage, we say it all the time, get to pushing the car yourself and then ask for help for people to help you push the car. Don't ask us to buy you a car. That's not real. And so again, I don't want this to sound like complaining. I really do want it to help you. And like, I want you to see how we built this thing up, and the people like Chris Paul and all of them that you dream of collaborating with, and hopefully you have a relationship with, and doing stuff with the NBA and the NFL and all the things that you imagine, can come true, but you got to put that greatness in your own space. And this don't have nothing to do with no celebrity. This don't have anything to do with anybody. In your own space, wherever you're at, become great. I don't care if you coding. I don't care if you're doing ClickFunnels. I don't care if you got a detailing service. Just become great. Just become great in your own space, man, and you will eventually attract greatness. So anybody else got anything else to say? I know we getting towards that time, so I don't want to,
I will say this, though. I will say, let it burn. What C said, where he wanted to say something to 50 and he didn't, let it burn. Let it burn, right? Let it burn. So there are going to be things that you can do, but let it burn. If you feel like, you know what, me asking this question at this particular time, even though I'm right here with my man, but it might be a turnoff, then let me wait and believe that a better opportunity is coming or another time is coming. You know what I'm saying? But let it burn, though. I like what C said.
I did want to tell 50 about, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
when I was in college and I was rocking it, the G unit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had the G unit. Bro, I wanted to just go all the way there with my man. I'm not gonna lie.
You feel me? But you felt the burn.
Something was like, nah, bro, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait till he
do it the right way. Don't take the shortcut. Do it the right way. And as Carl was talking about pain earlier, the bite of it is a blessing. And so for real, there are people that you can't, like it was people in London throwing their books at me. Bro, what do you think you're gonna do when my security tell you no, and then you bust past my security and drop the book? What do you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm gonna look at you like, man, thank you so much for disrespecting thank you so much. I brought my security here for you to disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But again, you don't see no boundary. See, I got jokers jumping on the stage with me, taking selfies with me while we on stage.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, why are you, I'm speaking. Or it was time for me to sit down and the guest speakers, like the ones who won the contest, it was time for them to get up. Soon as they getting up to speak, see people run up to me to take pics. I said, what part of you do you think I ain't got no home training? At what point do you think my parents taught me that when another speaker is speaking, that it's okay to take pictures while they speaking? Have you lost your mind? I'm sitting next to the stage. You rushing me next to the stage while this person's speaking. They can see you rushing on stage. What would that look like if I was getting flicks with y'all while they speaking? How rude is that? Don't you think that in their mind, they felt like E.T. inspired them? So while they're speaking, they're going to be looking to the right to see if I'm listening? And what a joy it would be for them to have won the contest, get to speak in front of E.T., the person that they feel like that have inspired them to be a speaker. What part of me do you think would be cool while they talking and be taking pictures with you and doing a short video for your first cousin because it's their birthday? What? I'm saying, have y'all lost your mind? I told, I'm not Tarzan. I wasn't raised in the jungle.
Ninja, please.
You know what I'm saying? Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying?
That's this
Ninja
week's
Turtles,
title.
sit down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, boundaries. But what I did do was I respect the person that DM'd me and said, yo, E, I saw you was super busy. I only paid $50. See, it was people who got in for $50. They wasn't even the platinum or the diamond. And they about to start a fight to take pictures with me. Then they pissed.
Yeah, I heard about that. We sent security for the first time.
Bruh,
we had to send security with E. And I'm glad, hey, you know what? Here's what's funny. Let me let y'all in some more behind the scenes action. I said, E said, okay, I couldn't go to London because the way my marriage and my kids are set up, I had to be home sometimes. So anyway, E was going to London. Was like, nah, see, I'm good. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, you're not going by yourself though. So we're gonna send security with you. So he like, man, what? Okay, if you feel, I said, E, first of all, we got about 10 families eating off your voice. So I don't need, you know what I'm saying, nobody kidnapping you in London. And we got a little Taken video, a little Taken movie. You know what I'm saying? You got a special set of skills, but fighting your way out of a kidnapping is not one of them. So I sent security, and shout out to Tommy, he did a great job. But anyway, I'm getting text messages from Tommy like, yeah, bro, they like, it's different over here. Like, in the States, people are just standing in line and be like, yo, E, you gotta get a pic. I'm like, over there, they got like we really love you and we trying to like tear a piece of your clothes like Michael Jackson.
Eminem, we only get one shot, y'all.
Yeah,
only one shot.
And shout out to the UK because we coming back. But y'all just, I love it. Y'all just a little bit more rambunctious with your fanhood. And so Tommy Jackson was like, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, they like they want to let you know they love you. I'm like, okay, cool. And I text E. I was like, yeah, and I bet you glad we got security now.
No doubt.
So it ended up working out.
But hey, but I'm saying, I'm talking about, bruh. They like E, but you told, and I love it. People want to pick. They want to pick.
I heard they was asking about me and Carl in London.
Hey.
I heard they was trying to see what was up with the podcast crew.
No questions.
Any truth to that rumor?
Well, hey, if you were told it, it's got to be the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I was getting body slammed, so I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you, Carl, 2 fights broke out. I'm not playing. Like literally,
wow.
2 fights broke out, bro. 2 fights broke out. Right. So the last fight was, but E, you told me to be a lion, not a gazelle. I know, but you paid. But here's the problem. That's why I'm like, yo, y'all, you're not being like realistic because you paid gazelle price though. You didn't pay lion price. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You paid lion price. If you'd have paid lion price, you'd have been up front, right? So I had to duck out the back escape, bro. It was, I mean, the love was real, but I respect the person that texts, hey, E, I ain't really had the money like that. You know what I'm saying? So I came, had a phenomenal time, didn't get a chance to meet you, you know, but anytime you come back, let me know. Maybe next time I have a little bit more money. And yo, I got a quick question for you. And I just answered their question. See, much respect. But the dude that was like, the one that was fighting and acting a fool about to get body slammed by Tommy, he never even got a picture because the time he wasted fussing and fighting, we could have just, this is on everything I love, cross my heart. I told Tommy, hey, go find the dude that won the motivational hookup. The young lady, I had just taken a picture with her. She just got a chance to chop it up with me in the back room with nobody in the green room. I was going to look for him. Tommy went out and saw my man, and my man was like, oh, so you just gonna try to run up on me, trying to be all tough? Ain't nobody scared of you. And Tommy was like, what? Hold up for a minute.
Please don't get Tommy mad.
I'm coming to, you know what I'm saying? Tommy, a gentle giant. Tommy was like, whatever. So Tommy just told my man flat out, you know what? With the attitude you got, you will not see ET. What kind of motivational speaker are you and you this doggone negative? You know what I'm saying? Like you got this type of aggression. Tommy told me, I was like, well, be careful, Tommy, because I had it back in the day. So, be careful. You know what I'm saying? I felt Tommy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I don't know, Tommy, that might not be the truth, you know, but we didn't get a chance to talk. And then Tommy went back to him later and was like, you still not going to see ET, but I'll take you to lunch, bro. Let's talk. I need you to understand I'm not against you, but the way you approached it was wrong. So, man, like you said, shout out to the UK. We coming back. I've been DMing y'all. What I'm starting to get now is not December. If you could come in January to help us start our year off strong. So we're coming, but do me a favor. Yep. Do not listen to me very closely. And I mean this. There's no disrespect to nobody. Wait until you see the information on our website. We're going to do it right this next time because the last time we did it, a lot of people thought it was a scam because you didn't see any marketing from us. You know, you saw it from other sites. And then, of course, you saw maybe a snippet of me doing something. So wait for us. Wait for it to come out on our platform so that you know that it's real. And we're going to work through the people of the UK to get it done right. But make sure you come. If any other site telling you book CJ for the January 10th, that's not CJ. That's not CJ. That's fake. So make sure you go to the etinspires.com. Don't go right now. It's not up, right? But we're going to start planning.
We're coming.
Yeah, we're going to start planning, and we're going to be out there again, and we're going to show y'all some love.
Hey, did you hook up with AJ?
No, AJ in L.A.
Oh, he over here.
He live in L.A. He don't live there.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm not going to say he don't visit and work there. I don't know, but I know the last couple of pictures I seen on Instagram, he was in L.A. living it up.
Okay.
It's 1:30, bro. I gotta go. We ain't got no questions.
Yeah. Okay, we are hour 30 in already?
We are.
You ain't even said nothing about Organifi.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, hold on. Let me see. Oh, you know what? So I'm sorry, y'all. We backed up on Ask ET. I got a bunch of them in here, but we're gonna have to save those because he was trying to play good cop today. We went a little long.
Give me one. Just give me one. So we can at least say we kept the streak alive.
Well, I can't give you one now because my phone, I accidentally pressed update. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Bro, don't nobody want to update their phone. Apple.
It could be 2 hours, bro.
I'm talking about, I got the new iPhone with the first iPhone software. I'm like, bro, I do not want your stupid updates that don't do nothing but make me forget how to use my phone.
Benefit them.
Bro, I promise you, bro. Apple better get their stuff together. I'm seriously considering a switch to Samsung. That'd be on the Droid. Shout out to Camille, my wife, who the only one in the entire ETA crew family with a Droid. Anybody else got a Droid? Samsung that you could think of?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Shout out to all them fuzzy videos that end up coming through when you got a Samsung user on your thread, blowing everybody hot.
I don't want to give him no pub, but you know, Jamie swears by it. I'm like, Jamie.
Yeah. No,
I'm just saying.
Listen. Apple ain't cut nary a check, and I done gave them jokers a bunch of cash. So if Samsung would like to come through with a sponsorship, Let me tell you something.
No, I'm saying the only reason I gotta go though with Apple though, because if you're doing business, you doing entertainment, bro, you good. You're just taking family pictures, you good. But if you're doing any business, like you on a plane and you need to reach out, it's everybody except for Sean, our boy Sean. Shout out to Sean in Greensboro. He about the only one that don't have Apple, but everybody else I'm able to text.
Wait, Sean don't have?
No, Sean don't use. Sean uses an Android. I know he with AT&T.
He send us all the apples.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They got all kind of phones. AT&T just don't use Apple. They use everything.
No, I know that. I just figured he was wild. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Well, hey, I'm still, if Samsung would like to consider being a sponsor of this podcast, I am more than willing to learn the Android platform.
Hey, for all of our Apple fans, if this is the last time you hear us on the Apple podcast, you'll know why.
Oh, I don't care. They ain't cut us no check for this either. Take it down. You know what I'm saying?
Take it down.
I'm loyal to who loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? You using us as far as I'm concerned. Spotify, we also available for an exclusive relationship. If you like to cut a check, call Carl at carl.com. You know what I'm saying? What's Carl email? I like that.
I like that.
Hey, I'm dancing with who brought me to the prom.
That's it. I'm damn. Who want to take me? Because I still ain't got no date. You know what I'm saying? I'm still singling and mingling, trying to figure out who gonna take me. Hey, if you're trying to figure out who gonna take you to the next level, look no further than Organifi. Organifi.com. All right, y'all know where it is. The superfood green juice powder that the three illustrious members of this podcast have been on. Why y'all think we got these beach bodies? Okay, it's not because we haven't been taking care of ourselves. It's because we've been disciplined with the Organifi.
Organifi.
Okay? ORGANIFI.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS for 20% off. All right, we got our whole family on it. Everybody's on it. You should be on it too. Okay, don't wait any longer. You've been saying since the new year you was about to do your thing, start eating healthy, getting in shape, all of that, and you still ain't did it. So go to Organifi. Let them help you out. Real quick, let me get to the announcements.
All right, before y'all go there real quick, this segment is brought to you by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, each box is made up of fresh, responsibly obtained ingredients selected from high-rated, trusted firms. There are 3 plans to choose from. There's the classic plan, which contains a variety of meats, the veggie plan, which contains vegetarian as well as plant-based proteins, and a family plan, which are quick and easy meals for those of you on the go. With their global eats options, it brings authentic international dishes and flavors to home cooks for exciting new meals. All I'm going to say is that HelloFresh apparently is working because 2 different people I went to, 2 different friends I went to this week, and both of them had the big HelloFresh boxes right in the kitchen, man. It's not only us no more. This week we had the sweet potato and black bean tacos. I think we had that one before. But that is actually one of my favorites, man.
Yes.
Oh, man, warm tortillas, just the sweet potatoes, onion, cilantro, black beans, garlic. And the steps are so simple. I told you guys, these are pictured so you can see everything, man. My family, my kids. I told you guys, my son is into anything with flour, pizza, tortillas, anything like that. Man, and we tricking this boy and got him eating avocados and stuff just because he tasted that tortilla, man. So please, if you are not yet on the HelloFresh, you're missing out. For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/success80 and use the promo code SUCCESS80, and that's SUCCESS80.
We have, what do we have? I'm sorry. Help me out, Carl. My phone still, you know what I'm saying? My phone still updated. Help me out.
Hey, our website right now, we've been doing some changes on the website. So I'm talking about, we got a couple promotions right there right now. Just stuff, we got the execution tee. Now, don't wait until June and buy the 2019 shirt, y'all. Let me just say it like that. 2019 halfway through, but we still got half a year to execute. We got the shirts up there. We got Speak for Profit. See, do you have the stuff from Cantus for that?
I don't.
All right, we'll keep it moving. It's all on the website, etinspires.com. We just changing it, making stuff real simple for you guys to access. The 1% Club, man, y'all want to get in there. Like we're doing he did a whole separate set of videos just on execution for the 1% Club. So if you have if you're not a part of it,
I saw the videos. They
please. It was 60 videos, E?
Yeah, and we got a workbook to go with it, guys. So for real serious.
Go to the website. Listen, 346 days, 9 hours, 1 minute, and 18 seconds. until Phenomenal Life 2020. All right, we're going to Mexico. All right, we're going to have a blast. We had a blast last time. Listen, man, 5 things you need to master your life and have a phenomenal life: your mindset, your relationship, finances, health, and finally your lifestyle. All right, we broke them all 5 down, and we're going to do it in the course of 5-6 days down in Mexico, man. Just an incredible time. For those of you who were in Jamaica or on the cruise, man, you know we do it up, man. It's a nice blend of some personal development along with some partying, some hanging out, some fun stuff, some social life. I believe we had a couple people, you know what I'm saying, meet and probably dating. You know what I'm saying? I heard of a couple little relationships that may have.
It's a marriage every year. Every year somebody.
Well, hey, I didn't want to say every year, but it looks like maybe that's
every
the case.
year.
Oh yeah,
every
that's
year
right.
somebody, proposes to
shout
somebody.
out to my man Lee. Lee
gets married.
Y'all wasn't there. I was there. Was y'all there? Y'all might have been there.
No,
Carl
I was there. He wasn't there. I was
Yeah,
there.
Carl was. Oh, okay, you were there too. Okay, yep. So, man, we got people hooking up, getting engaged. So whether you're single or married, come on out. Phenomenal Life 2020 is the website. We're gonna have another great time. Do it. Get there now so you can start putting your deposit and all that good stuff down, so that you don't call us at the last second when it's sold out and go, yo, are y'all really sold out? You just saying that to be for promo. I'm like, bro, that's not my style. Like, I'm trying to tell you now. So, big shout out to everybody who will be joining us there. I know a lot of spots already taken, but we do have some left.
Bro, my spot is taken, bro. Listen to me. I hate going sometimes on these trips because some of the resorts, it's like after a day or two, it's like I've seen it all. This Joker got like 5 to 7 different
resorts in one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like going to Disney World, like different parks. So there are actual different activities on each one. Bruh, this about to be, I'm really looking forward to it. I usually don't look forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it. And then if this is what you get for executing, that little last house y'all put us in, bruh, I got so many brownie points from my girl from that house y'all put me in, that if this Joker got a house like that, I might stay for 2 weeks.
Oh, man, yeah. No, I forgot to tell you, I'm getting the presidential this
In the middle of
time.
the door, bro. I didn't even know what that was. It was like a Game of Thrones or something,
Oh, bro.
Castle. Straight like a
Like
castle,
a gingerbread
bro.
house.
bro.
Hopefully they have another one. I'm sure we'll be able to accommodate you in Mexico, my friend. So he's gonna be doing it big in Mexico. Carl is gonna be doing it big. I'm taking my family. I'm definitely taking the whole
I
squad.
think the fam gotta
I'm
hit
a little
this one.
nervous, y'all.
Yeah.
So Trey got kindergarten coming up, and me and E talked about it the other day. But I'm like, man, Carl, like, you know, they in preschool right now, so I just get my kids and bounce. Like, look, we gone for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But now with kindergarten, it's like, I guess that's frowned upon.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Gain control. Control all your life. We ain't tripping
That's
on
what I'm
that. It'll be
saying.
all right.
So I may be doing some. If you're in the Atlanta area and do homeschool teaching, reach out to me at cj.com. Okay.
Take full control.
You know what I'm saying? And let me know so I can see if I can homeschool my shorties, so I don't have to have my whole life delayed for crayons and coloring. All right. Is that it? Wait, ETA Game Changers.
Hey.
All my speakers out there trying to go to the next level. ETA Game Changers. We got another meetup coming up in a couple weeks here in Atlanta. It's going down. So if you'd like to be a professional paid speaker and turn your passion into a profit, make sure you get down here in the A and go through the program, get certified, start getting them gigs. Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, look out. This Friday, I believe, is being released, y'all. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so proud of what we have built, specifically CJ taking others from a 3 to a 10.
Well, it ain't easy being cheesy, baby.
What was told? Was told at a 3 when you...
-3.
I feel better. I gave him...
Yeah, Toes at a negative. I had to work him out of a deficit. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was in the red.
Hey, well, you guys did a phenomenal job. But for those of you who are listening, millennials especially, so you want to be a star. Listen to me. This Friday we're releasing. Look, CJ, if he had his way, because he don't like to help us to get from a 3 to a 10 or a -3 because it's so much work. But guys, we're putting together. I shouldn't even say we're putting together the same system he used to help us. We want to help you. So if you're out there and you just know it, you know you're an entertainer. Like Toby mom said, my mom thought I was a joke. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Badu said I'm dope. Like you're out there and you're like, yo, E, I just know that entertainment is the vehicle that I'm supposed to use to change my family's life, my life, but ain't nobody support me. I'm telling you. August 9th and 10th, we in Philadelphia. And the only reason we do it in Philly, because our boy Q Deezy, just like y'all, started with radio, moved out to L.A., started his little acting career, came back to Philly doing radio, and he got his own TV show. He said when he was 12 years old, he saw Arsenio Hall, and was like, one day I'm going to have my own. And I'm telling y'all, Toby, Willie Moe Jr. Now, this is not, I got a young lady, I ain't going to say her name, because we got to do the legal stuff first. We got to get all that straight. But when I tell you, you go on her website, she over there with Obama, Michelle Obama, Mr. Obama, everybody, y'all. Like, this chick is doing it. And the reason why we going to bring her in, I can't say her name. I got to wait till she signed the document. But we're bringing her in because unlike Willie Moe, Tobe, and my man Q Deezy, she actually became a star by supporting stars. All right? So we're bringing all the elements in. You're going to have C, who can show you. You're going to have the I, like myself, the people, and you're going to have the supporters who support people and become stars through support. So, y'all, if you want to be, you know you're supposed to be an entertainer. Not you want to be one. You know you're not meant to work a 9 to 5. You know you got a gift, whether you're a comic or, you know, a rapper or radio or TV, whatever. You know you're meant to be a star. I'm telling y'all, we're going to give y'all the same platform and the same tools that CJ gave us. Not saying you don't have to put in no work, but we're going to give you the blueprint to make it easy for you to make this thing happen for you. So I'm super excited. We're going to drop it again this Friday, August 9th, 10th in Philadelphia. 2 days, 2 long days with us, and we're going to get you going, man. So, yeah, I'm super excited, y'all. And let me tell you why. I got off the plane yesterday, was walking out, about to get in my truck, and who do I see? I heard somebody say, E.T. And I was like, what? E.T. Looked around, it was Ha Davis. And I'm like, wow, this kid. I'm like, yo, I was like, he's like, E, what's up? I was like, let me just tell you something, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. Like, do you know how hard it is to take the gift of entertainment and do it the right way and blow up? You know what I'm saying? So we just had a quick look, you know, being from Detroit, a quick talk. I was like, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, you eating off of your celebrity. Like, you just, you know, wasn't on, you know, what I told Chris. Don't be a fool, be a clown. Fools don't get paid. Clowns do. And to see young people using this platform to blow up, I'm just so proud of Ha. But if you out there and you like, E, I don't have the support. I just can't. I know I'm gifted. I just can't do it on my own. August 9th and 10th, man, we're going to show you how to do it. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for me.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Do we got a nugget of the day, or you want to? Let's see. Are you tapped out? Let me see. I got some quotes here.
No, I'm not tapped out. Go for it.
Okay. Well, and I just read this quote. I thought this was deep. Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Let that. Hey, in the words of Country Wayne, let that sizzle in your spirit. My man say, let that sizzle in your spirit. So no, I just, I wanted to get that out, man, because I saw that earlier and I wanted to make sure while it was still fresh on my mind, I got that to you, man. Master your craft and become a guru. E, give us a parting word.
Man, okay, the book coming out, but be the boss of you, y'all. I'm just being real. Like, listen to me, I'm being real. When my son, you know, be like, Dad, you don't, and I'm like, yo, son, we could fix this. If you do what you're supposed to do, you ain't never got to call me and ask me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never got me involved. You ain't never got to get me involved. So I'm telling y'all, if you're tired of somebody being your boss, be your own boss. Be your own boss, y'all. And that don't mean I don't listen to CJ. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean, you know, when Carl do the video, I'm hovering over like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. That don't mean that. But it does mean when you operate at a level of excellency, you buy your freedom. You feel me? Like, I can't explain no other way. When you average at something or good, I promise you're going to have a boss. You're going to have several bosses. But when you're your own boss, man, I promise you have a freedom that's not known to the average man. So stop complaining, you know, making all these excuses, blaming, pointing fingers. If you don't like the way somebody bossing you, be your own boss.
Hey, appreciate that nugget of the day. Hey, man, y'all have a fantastic weekend. And Carl, man, it was great to have you back. What we missed?
Nothing. I'm gonna call Carl in a second and tell him.
Oh Lord, you just okay? Don't you just chose to interrupt my parting? I was about to tell Carl it was great to have him back. I missed him last week. And you just interrupted my whole swagger. Just to, you know what I'm saying?
I had something worth interrupting, Carl.
Oh, well, say it then. Don't let them. We not that kind of podcast where we hold stuff back from our listeners and supporters. These are day one people. They've been with us on all the inside stuff. What you got,
Carl? I think what happened was the card got full right at the end.
No.
Hey, right at the end? Or
No.
the end?
Yeah, I think the card got stuck. But we got it. He recorded it, so y'all just gonna have to listen to the ghetto version.
No.
Hey, it's the pain that we grow from.
No, Carl, you know I had no problem with this couple. What I didn't do, I guess I didn't look at the card to see how full the card was. Does that make sense?
No, perfect sense.
How long did
I don't
we
know.
get?
I'm about to take it out and go listen for you. Let me hurry me off so I can tell you how long. I had no idea.
In the words of Hi Davis, a whole goofball recording. Hey, we love y'all. We'll see you next week with another ghetto recording.
You feel me?
With another B audio recording.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.